Hi, everybody. It's Amina Motala, and I'm here today with Scott Heninger from Carnomaly. And
Hello.
yeah, hi. How are you? How you doing, Scott?
Good. Good.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here. You're talking from Dallas, Texas, and
Correct.
yeah. So Carnomaly is new to everybody, and I'm doing this interview with you so we can introduce all about Carnomaly and what you're the CEO of Carnomaly and what you're doing. So maybe you can do a little introduction about yourself, and we can start getting into what Carnomaly is all about.
Well, my name is Scott Heninger. Live here in beautiful Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, a little town north of Dallas-Fort Worth, north of Frisco, actually, in Prosper. I've been in the automotive industry for 18 years,
Mhm.
and for the last 2 years, I've spent learning, adapting, figuring out this crypto world. Been working on developing the project, coming up with new ideas, and just getting ready to launch an IEO and build this automotive platform.
Cool. So when you got into crypto, you saw a vision in this, or what was it that attracted you? Like, how did it lead you to like you were you able, being that you were in the car industry, you were able to then see the value that you could bring to the car industry with the blockchain or with crypto?
Well, I'd always have a vision, or had a vision of building a better automotive platform, um, but never really thought I would have an opportunity to do that. Well, then when crypto came about, I started following it on local Bitcoin. I would buy
Okay.
Bitcoin here and there.
Yeah.
I think my first Bitcoin I bought, gosh, it was like 150 or $180.
Wow.
Of
Nice.
course, I don't have any of that left. I wish wish I did.
Yeah.
But um, and then just really saw the future and saw that this is a viable option for the future of currency.
Hmm.
Saw paper money going away, and then started learning about the blockchain and different things like that. So really saw an opportunity to get into crypto, create an automotive project because there isn't any automotive projects.
Hmm.
So that really attracted me to the opportunity.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah. So I mean, I've been getting to learn lots about Carnomaly, of course, as you know, and talking with our good friend Aaron. And I find it really fascinating. I mean, the whole concept of it. So let's get into a little bit about what Carnomaly is about. If you want to go ahead and we'll start with, what's its main function? What's its use case?
Well, so it's got a crypto function and then a normal automotive function. The crypto function is a crypto rebate platform, and this is only a viable option because of crypto. Without cryptocurrency, an automotive rebate platform worldwide wouldn't even be a possibility without crypto. And the way that works is people buy tokens, they become a member. Based on their membership, they go buy a car at any registered dealer in the US.
Hmm.
They then submit their buyer's order or bill of sale. Hey, I bought this Alfa Romeo, um, and here's what I paid. Here's my membership level. So then my rebate will be this many Carnomaly tokens. And there's 300 million Carnomaly rebate tokens set aside in the beginning of the market cap. So those tokens would be then based on their membership tier. They would earn those tokens. They could hold them and keep them. They can go liquidate them on an exchange, gift them to a friend, whatever they want to do at that point
Okay.
um, with those tokens. So that's how they earn their rebate. They could buy a $30,000 car. They might get a $3,500, $4,000 rebate. Plus, they still have their initial tokens they bought. then the tokens will get recycled back into the market, so on and so forth, and continue to allow this rebate platform to exist. Now, the second part of the crypto side is the AVB, which is the automotive vehicle blockchain. So I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with Carfax or auto check. So this is like a Carfax or auto check,
Mm-hmm.
but with a blockchain built in that doesn't allow it to be manipulated or changed.
Right.
And it gives the owner the ability to track his or her vehicle history. So for instance, you have a vehicle, you register as the owner of that vehicle on the AVB blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
If you go get oil change, tire rotation, you put brand new brakes on the car, like say you go to, like here in the United States, a big place to get tires is Costco or Discount Tire.
Mm-hmm.
So you go there and you get new tires. You can then upload your receipt of your work to your vehicle blockchain, and that will now get verified and embedded into the blockchain that on this date, you replaced the tires and brakes on the car with XYZ tires and brakes.
Cool.
Right now, maintenance records are only shared with Carfax if it is a dealer. Like if you own
Right.
like a Mercedes, you have to go to a Mercedes dealer for that maintenance to get most of the time reported and stuff to the vehicle history report. Well, now we're going to allow the consumer to do it. We're going to verify it, and then we're going to put it on the blockchain, and we're going to put it into the AVB for that car. One of the other cool features, say you have a car and you want to sell it private party. So you want to sell it to your next door neighbor. You've had the car 15 years, and it's a great first car for their teenager.
Right. So
if you sell the car to them, you're now responsible to do the titling paperwork, and so are they, to get the vehicle out of your name. Well, what happens if that teenager does something and there's an accident, but the vehicle still hasn't been transferred over from your name? Now there's legalities.
Yeah.
People are coming in for you, or did they go through toll tags and it was still registered in your name? Now you're getting toll bills. So with the AVB, you actually, as the owner of that car in that AVB, you can transfer that AVB the day you sell the car. It can be time stamped and date into the blockchain. So we now have something to go back and say, this car was transferred from Amina to so-and-so on this date, this time, prior to these events taking place.
Mm-hmm.
So really hoping that it will also help with the changing of ownership of vehicles around the world.
Making it more seamless and
correct.
So much. So within a day is what you're saying.
Within a minute.
Within a minute, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. As long as it takes for you to transfer ownership, sign off with your secret code, your secret password, and they create an account and they take ownership of the vehicle. So they acknowledge taking ownership, you acknowledge transferring ownership.
Right.
So
that takes you to the next step of Carnomaly. So that opens a lot of doors to how business can be done.
Correct. So that is the crypto portion of Carnomaly. The retail automotive platform of Carnomaly is carnomaly.com, which will be an automotive platform, like an automotive online platform, like autotradercars.com, TrueCar, Car Gurus. These are some of the companies that are currently out there that will be like what we are doing.
Right.
The difference from what we're doing is have spent 18 years on the automotive side in the dealership, working with customers, working with these vendors. With what we've learned, what dealers want, what they don't want, what consumers want, what they don't want. And we're going to build a platform that not only gives the consumer and the dealer what they want, but also does it without overcharging the dealer, which is another big problem for the dealers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be able to research a car, new, used, buy a car,
Mm-hmm.
sell a car private party, also sell it like Craigslist or something, but without the potential of having a scammer or worried about meeting somebody. You would be able to do it through the peer-to-peer vehicle sales portion of Carnomaly.
Mm-hmm.
But also, when you go to sell a car peer-to-peer, you can choose to have silent dealer bids on those vehicles. So you might have a dealer send you an anonymous bid saying, I'll buy your car for $9,000. And you say, wow, I like that. They'll tell you, come down to, this dealership and we'll cut you a check. If the car is as described, we'll cut you a check and we'll take your vehicle right then and there. So it opens up multiple options as far as that goes. And also anonymous.
Sorry,
Yeah,
and not having to go down to the auction. Is that correct? It eliminates
correct
the auction, right?
Yeah, and on the dealer side, the dealers are able to list cars and sell them dealer to dealer online without having the expenses of auction fees,
right?
Transportation fees, things like that, going back and forth,
and the time involved, right? That's a lot of time involved.
Time and personnel. It just will help eliminate a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Another big thing right now, you fill out an inquiry for a new car and 5 dealers get your lead, and you get phone calls, emails, and text messages from 5 different dealers.
Right.
So they all have to tell you, they're all trying to tell you everything they can to get you in the store to buy their car, or you buy the car from their dealership. And they continue to text you, call you, email you over and over and over again. And it just gets overwhelming. So some consumers might like that. And with Carnomaly, they'll have the option to still do that if that's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other option is they can do an anonymous bid system. So they can say, I want a Ford Mustang. I want these 3 color choices.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to travel this far from my house to get it. And here is dealer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those dealers will have 24 hours to submit the lowest bid for the car you're looking for. Once the 24 hours is over, we will release the winning dealer, their information to you, and you'll get their information, they'll get your information. So now you can set up a time to finalize the transaction.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So
it's doing a lot of the work for the consumer.
Correct.
And just matching it like a metrics where it's matching our it's like is it like a self-guided app where they would go in and choose the car and all the different details that they want, and it's the algorithms match that up and bring the right dealers, or like you say, like
absolutely
right.
So they go to the dashboard. It's basically going to have 5 choices. Are you looking to buy, sell, research, list a private party vehicle, or I don't know, I need help?
Right.
And that's one of the things that the I don't know, I need help thing is what we're going to have a little fun with.
Right.
We want to make that fun. Where, have you ever heard of Zappos.com?
Yeah.
Okay, so Zappos.com, one of the things that their customer service side does is you can basically ask them anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to go above and beyond for the customer on the customer service side. So I heard a story at a Harvard business. It was a Cadillac Summit meeting in Santa Barbara, California.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a Harvard businesswoman speaking. She was telling the story about Zappos, how one time a client called in and said, yeah, I'm here in New York, and I just want to know what's the best pizza place to go to. And the Zappos rep got on the internet and said, well, it looks like this is the best place near you. Do you want me to place an order for you? And this is a shoe company that sells shoes online.
Right.
And if you look on their Wikipedia, their longest customer service call was something like 5 hours.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not saying we want to do that, but we want to have that choice where if the consumer really doesn't know, they're really scared, they're really nervous, where they can communicate, talk to somebody, and get guided information and help.
Without leaving their home, their workplace, wherever it is that
Correct.
they want to shop, where they're shopping from.
Exactly.
Right.
And the other big feature is utilizing rideshare companies.
Mm-hmm.
People pay a delivery fee to get a cheeseburger brought to their work, brought to their house.
Right. I work in a high school. I see students doing that. They call Uber Eats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if we're using this to deliver food, why wouldn't we utilize it to service our vehicles, to research and see vehicles that we potentially want to buy? Why wouldn't we utilize this big network of ride sharing vehicles that's out there?
Makes sense.
So yeah, you're sitting at school, right? You can't leave until a certain time of the day, but there's this car you really want to look at, but you're going out of town for the weekend. So you get on there and you have this vehicle delivered to you, so you can look at it and make sure, is it the car I want? You know, does it fit my needs?
Right.
You can make that decision, put a deposit down on the car, maybe to hold it till you get back from out of town, or just go ahead and buy the car that day.
That's very convenient. Very, very convenient for a lot of people who are in situations where, and it's not a matter of whether you don't have time or you're too lazy to go. No, it's like, for myself, if I was working at the school, to run out on my lunch hour and come back and do something like that, or like you say, if my schedule is too tight, or there's a car that, potentially could be sold and you want to see it before that, time restraint, then I have that opportunity. Like you say, if the car comes to me, I think it's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another thing, let's say you are out of town. When's the best time to get your vehicle serviced?
Yeah.
When you're not using it.
Yeah.
So if your car was valeted at the airport and you could authorize a ride sharing company to pick up your vehicle, take it to the dealer, have it serviced, return it to the airport valet while you're on your trip. When you get back, your vehicle's there and it's been serviced while you were gone, and you weren't put out or anything. And through the Carnomaly app, the service advisor can communicate with you on the app through text, phone, email, depending on how you want to be communicated with, and tell you, hey, Mina, you need new brakes, you need new tires. Here's the measurements of your brakes. This is what they look like.
Right.
And you can authorize and pay for the purchase right there on the app.
Nice. I would love that. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, really, we're just trying to streamline and simplify the whole automotive experience.
Yeah. And it is quite, for some people, can bring a lot of stress or anxiety. Just, it can be overwhelming, car shopping in itself. So, I mean, you're really solving a problem, just in that and alone of itself, just that whole bringing it to, for that consumer, really narrowing it down to what they're looking for as best you can, given the information they give, of course, and making that process more enjoyable.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of the things we want to do is make it fun again. People enjoy it, where it's not, because a car purchase is the second largest purchase most people make in their lifetime, besides a purchase of a home. So it's a big deal, and it needs to be exciting and it needs to be memorable, because I mean, buying a house is a exciting, memorable time for your family. Well, buying a car should be that same type of experience, and we want to help create that feeling again with the automotive purchase.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's great. And the servicing too of the car, I mean, it's almost like a VIP service. You know, you're away and your car is being picked up for you and being brought to you and having its repair done. I mean, that's we are certainly these sort of platforms like yours. I mean, we're really changing how we do things. I mean, it just shows what you're, you know, what you're creating here is.
Well, I mean,
that.
with ride sharing, everyone's become a VIP because everyone has a private driver out there. You just get on the app and you have a driver come to your house. So these are things that used to only be available to the ultra rich, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, now anyone, you know, my teenager can get on there and take a lift or take an Uber to the mall.
Yeah.
So now we can allow everyone in the automotive service, industry to become a VIP customer.
Yeah, I love it. It's brilliant. So where are you? What stage are you at, and where are you headed? Like your roadmap? Maybe we can get into a little bit of that.
So we will be launching an IEO first week of next month.
Mm-hmm.
We have several approval from several exchanges, and we should be announcing that this week, by the end of this week.
Okay.
We should be announcing what our first IEO exchange will be and the date of the IEO.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. Once the IEO is complete, we're looking to do multiple IEOs with multiple exchanges, because we want to give people options as far as what exchanges they can, liquidate, trade on, and we don't want it limited to just one or two exchanges.
Right.
Once the IEOs are complete, then the automotive rebate platform will be fully functioning, up and running, where people can start buying cars immediately and getting rebates. Mm-hmm. And then we will also list on several other exchanges that we will just list on. Our goal is to have, my personal goal is to have like 10 exchanges. Okay.
So you've got, in what sort of time frame, like, are you looking at to get to that?
End of next month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And
just back to back, three IEOs back to back, phase 1, 2, and 3.
So you're in the States, in this is going to apply where exactly?
What's going to apply?
Where, like your app, your service, this service, is it going to be for the United States?
Oh, no, it'll be developed worldwide.
Okay.
The rebate platform and the AVB, automotive vehicle blockchain, those are worldwide.
Right.
Right off the bat.
Right
from the beginning, those are worldwide, because anyone that goes to any registered dealer anywhere in the world can apply for a rebate, and anybody that has a VIN number on a vehicle, which all vehicles worldwide have VIN numbers.
Right.
It's actually one of those things that was created as a worldwide number from the beginning. So the AVB works worldwide. As far as Carnomaly and the ride sharing and the different aspects and functionality of Carnomaly, it will be worldwide, but some functions might not work where the infrastructure is not there for the ride sharing. So those different aspects of that will be based on the infrastructure of where you live, it allows us to put those certain pieces in place. So I would say all major countries will have all of the features.
Okay, awesome. And with that VPN, with the VIN number, that's interesting, because even for insurance companies and, just to trace and to track the car for any kind of damage or theft, or, being that you're using blockchain technology, I think it's such a great thing for the insurance companies.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the other ideas that we're looking at implementing is if there is a flood in a particular area,
Right.
say from a hurricane or a tsunami, we go based on geographical area.
Mm-hmm.
We can put a warning on that vehicle's blockchain for dealers or consumers.
Mm-hmm.
So if the dealer's at the auction looking to buy the vehicle, or if a consumer is looking to buy one private party, it can have a warning saying this vehicle was in this area during this natural disaster. Make sure you check for flood damage.
Brilliant. Huge. That's a
Yeah,
big
and
deal.
that's something that does not exist right now.
No, big deal. Wow. Very, very cool. I love it. I love hearing these new platforms and technology coming out. It's like it's world changing for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
very exciting. Well, okay, so what and your I think I've asked, is there anything that you wanted to say that maybe I'm not asking or
I
add
mean,
to your team? How's your team looking? You've got I mean, you've really gone forward in development.
yeah, we just got a couple of the team members KYC through ICO Bench. That's just a step we took because we wanted to be forthcoming and transparent and say, look, we're willing to verify who we are because we are building something long term.
Right.
So it's funny if you've never done the KYC through ICO Bench. I mean, it's more in depth than getting verified through Binance. You have to send a utility bill, driver's license,
Right.
passport, take a selfie. I mean, you have to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
Turn on your head, stand upside
yeah,
down. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
send a DNA test in.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we just went through that, and we're continuing to have more of our team members verified. So
Okay. Nice.
our development team is a company here in Fort Worth, Dallas Fort Worth area, Ardent Creative. They have over 25 employees that are tech development,
Hmm.
just IT people. And that's who's working on the project and helping us develop the early stages. Once we finish the IEO, then we will have our core in-house development team that will be developing everything moving forward.
Okay.
So the automotive and the AVB platform will be all held in-house on the Carnomaly team.
Okay. And you are looking for investors as well. You're open to that as well, correct?
Well, right now we're selling private sale membership tokens, which you can
Okay.
get on the website.
Okay.
You can do
And
that right on the website, carnomaly.io.
right. Carnomaly, CARNOMALY.io. I will post
.io.
that link to, yeah, .io. I will post the links down below the video as well for,
Our .com is just reverting to IO
okay, yeah,
because .com will become the automotive platform, and then IO will be the crypto rebate ABB platform. So
gotcha.
eventually
Okay,
the two will be separate, but they'll still work together.
right. Okay. And so with SEC, with the SSC, you're all compliant. I just want to say that so we have that out there for everybody because this is
And
something.
that document is on the website, so people
Yep,
can view that and see it.
perfect. Excellent. Yeah, well, everyone needs to be, they're vetting everything. So it's,
Yeah.
that's good. That's fantastic. And of course, you know, if they have any questions, there's contact information. It's all there. So we can reach
Yeah.
out. I think too, there's Telegram, or sorry, there's a Twitter account. That's the puppy. There's the golden retriever here, puppy.
Yeah.
um, yeah, there's a Twitter, Carnomaly, or at Carnomaly on Twitter, correct? There's that.
There's Carnomaly Twitter, Carnomaly Facebook, Telegram.
Okay.
You can email info@carnomaly.com.
Okay.
Our info@carnomaly.io. Both of those are set up.
Perfect.
So
Excellent. Well, that's
yeah,
great. So that's great. Well, I think this sums up a lot about, it certainly gives a good introduction for Carnomaly and you being the CEO. So thank you for coming on and explaining this great project that you're working on.
all
And
right. Thank
we'll
thank you
have
for
you
having me.
back. We can certainly do this again as
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
Yeah, would love to do that. So yeah, quite welcome and
All right.
take care. Enjoy the rest of
All
your
right.
day.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.